Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be dyeing 613 hair to ash blonde with dark roots. This is definitely one of my favourite looks, so let's get straight into the video. So before toning the hair, I spray Got To Be spray on the lace just to avoid tinting it in the process. Then go in with a blow dryer and just make sure that the glue has dried on the lace. To colour the hair, I am using a big foil container and I fill this with boiling water and then pour in purple shampoo. The purple shampoo that I'm using is from a brand called Provoke. It's the Touch of Silver brightening shampoo. So you're just going to mix the purple shampoo into the water and then submerge the hair in the water. You want to make sure that all the hair is underwater, so I did actually end up adding a bit more water to mine because the hair wasn't completely covered. I left the hair to soak for about 20 minutes and then I rinsed it out, and this is how it looked after. So now we can go on to dyeing the hair. So to dye the hair, I'm using the Garnier brand in the shades Natural Light Ash Blonde, Dark Blonde and Golden Brown. So I'm going to dye the hair twice. So the first box I used was Natural Light Ash Blonde. So here I'm just mixing the developer with the colour cream and then I'm going to apply it to the hair. So I'm using the entire bottle of hair dye because I'm not going to need it anymore. And then I'm going to use my hands just to rub the dye into all areas of the hair. Try not to miss anywhere just because you do want an even look to the hair and you don't want it to come out patchy. Once the entire unit is covered in hair dye, just leave it to sit for, I think I left it for about 25 minutes and this is how it looked once I rinsed it out. I just think this colour is so beautiful and it's not as yellow as it was before. Now we're going to repeat the exact same steps as before but just using the dark blonde hair dye. The aim of using a second hair dye is just to create more dimensions in the hair, so you don't actually have to cover the entire unit in dye, and then leave it for about 20 minutes. So now we're just going to rinse out the wig using the conditioner that came in the box. Look at how beautiful the dimensions are. So those are the first steps done, and now all we've got to do is root the wig. So once again, before dyeing the hair, we're going to use Got To Be spray and a blow dryer just to make sure that the lace doesn't get tinted in the process. The best method for rooting a wig is to section off the frontal first. So we're going to dye the hair in two different sections. I'm going to do the back last just because the frontal is the first thing that people see. Some people don't actually dye the back of the wig, they just focus on the frontal and then the top because that's all that people would see. But it does really depend on what hairstyle you are planning to wear. Once you've sectioned off the frontal, then you're just going to clip up the back of the hair so that it stays out of the way while we're rooting the front. Now I'm using the Garnier Golden Brown hair dye and I'm just going to mix together the developer and the colour cream again. This time we're emptying the bottle into a bowl because we're going to use a brush to apply the hair dye to the wig. When rooting a frontal, I start from the side and I work my way up. It is kind of difficult to explain, so I'm just going to let you guys watch what I'm doing. Here I'm just taking a tail comb and dipping it in the bowl of dye, and then I spread it along the root of the hair, and then I do drag it down with the comb just to add more dimensions to the rest of the hair. And then you're going to use the tail comb just to section off other pieces of hair until you reach the other side of the head. Just annoying me, and I'm too about it. And the dirt that they do on my name turn to This is now the other side of the frontal, and I'm still working my way down on this side. Then I add more dye to the front just to make sure that I didn't miss anywhere. But you can see the colour changing already, and I can already tell this is going to look really nice. Now that we've finished the front, we're just going to section that off and pin it up. Now that the hair's been clipped up, we're just going to start with the track that's closest to the top of the wig, and then we're going to go all around the head and move down to the next track and keep going till we reach the bottom of the wig. When rooting the back of the wig, I don't only apply the dye in a downwards motion, I also section it out and then flip it upwards and apply more dye to that same section. Now once we've worked our way down to the back of the hair, then I just tie it all up and I leave it for another half an hour. As you can see, the top of the hair has already dyed and it's looking really cute already. Once the half an hour is up, we can wash the hair out using the conditioner in the box, and this is the final time that we need to wash the hair. So I did blow dry the hair, and then look at how it came out. This is the finished product and I think it is super cute. So thanks for watching, see you guys next time.